Yo, what's up, water signs? How y'all doing? We're going to take a little look here tonight and see who's coming in next. Next person coming in for my water signs. This is going to be one mini reading for each water sign. One for Cancer, one for Scorpio, and one for Pisces. For those of you in need of a personal reading, the information is right down there in the description. And for those of you catching this on time, tomorrow, Sunday, the 31st, the 30th, tomorrow's the 30th, right? Sunday, we're going to be doing our next round of live readings. $25, man. It's going to be live right here on this channel. You can pre-order anytime on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. And I'm pretty sure that the list is kind of small right now. So if you want to be in the front of the list, you still have plenty of time for that in the next 15 hours or so. So, all right, let's jump into this. Cancer. Let's get a quick, general, energetic overview of the next person coming in for Cancer. Quick, general, energetic overview. Next person coming in for Cancer. Ooh, Page of Wands, huh? Wow, that's funny. I just got this new deck, and I love how the Page of Wands is depicted. The Page of Wands is arguably the most immature, childish character in the entire tarot. And look how it's depicted in this deck, a little kid. That doesn't mean that it's a little kid, but it can indicate immaturity, you know. So, it could be a fire sign for some of you. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Wow. 8 of Wands. Holy shit. Okay, well, somebody here's got their guard up. I can't tell who it is. Is this you? Is this you that got your guard up? Ace of Swords reversed. I don't know. You're very guarded with this person. I just think that they're just not very mature. They're coming in maybe really, really hardcore, really strong. You may see signs that indicate that they don't really know how to regulate their emotions very well, maybe. I don't know, man. Something feels off. I know I say that a lot when I do this, but usually I say that because either the 9 of Wands or the 7 of Wands. That means your defenses are being triggered. Your defenses are triggered when something feels off, you know? So, 10 of Cups reversed. Doesn't look like happily ever after status right off the rip. It don't. Matter of fact, I would even go as far as to say that this person probably annoys you a little bit. It doesn't take long at all before this person starts irritating you and getting on your nerves. And I'm feeling like you're losing interest very quickly in this. Very quickly. Like maybe it starts off good in the very beginning, like the first few days. And after the second week or so, things start turning in a very different direction. And this person starts becoming a very different person. I don't know. So far, though, I don't think this person is a bad person. With the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands, I think this person's just an immature person. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. What's the outcome for the first 60 days? What's the outcome for the first 60 days? 8 of Coins reversed. Yeah, I don't think you're going to really let it go 60 days. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think you're going to walk away from this and get with somebody totally different. Yeah. I think something better is going to come along, or it's just something different. This is a classic example of, when two people come together, somebody puts their best foot forward to impress you, and then as soon as they got you hooked, and they've reeled you in, then they turn into the person that they really are. And you lose interest very fucking quickly. And I don't think you're letting it go a full 60 days. I'm thinking somebody else is making their way into your life, and you're probably going to abandon ship and jump ship with somebody else. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, it happens, man. It happens like that sometimes. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? What's the advice? Three of Swords reversed. Hang on, this deck isn't... Okay, all right. Advice. What's the advice? Nine of Wands reversed. Well, it's saying keep your options open, and Page of Wands reversed. So there's only so many ways you can handle a situation like that. Honestly, with a situation like that, that's about the best way you can handle it. Honestly. It's about the best way you can handle it. I mean, it's easy to get fooled and bamboozled by somebody. But what I would say, though, is don't be afraid to turn and walk away when you start seeing who the person really is. And I don't think most of you are. I don't think so. But yeah, whenever you see somebody turn on you like that, they become somebody else. They start acting like a different person. They're not becoming somebody else. They were somebody else when they met you. You're just seeing them become who they really are. So don't get caught up in thinking and hoping and wishing that the person that they were in the beginning is the person that they really are, because it's not. So, no, honestly, I think that's about the best way you can handle it. Just don't get too attached in the beginning. Don't get too attached. Leave room to see things unfold and, grow and evolve over time. Don't get too attached to anything in the beginning. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's get a general energetic overview between the next person coming in for Scorpio. Four of Wands reversed. Uh-oh, Nine of Cups reversed. Okay, so there's some kind of blockage here. Some kind of blockage. So it's probably going to be one of those things that start off mainly as a communication-based connection, and there's some kind of blockage. It's not telling me what the blockage is. But just to give you a couple examples, like maybe a long distance, so distance is the blockage, or conflicting work schedules, or maybe some of you could be connecting with somebody at the workplace, and maybe that's against company policy to have a workplace relationship. That's a blockage. There's some kind of blockage here. And with the Temperance reversed, it kind of looks like you're getting a little bit impatient, waiting for this blockage to be overcome. Yeah. So maybe this person just isn't so quick to do what needs to be done to overcome the blockage. Like say, for example, long distance. I'm not saying that you should just be leaving your life behind and moving right off the rip, but at least we should be planning for it. Let's plan for it. Okay, so we're at a distance. Who's going to leave their life behind? One of us has to. One of us has to. Who's doing it? You? Me? Or maybe we both can. Maybe we can meet in the middle. That's what me and my wife did. We were about 900 miles apart when we first connected. And after 1 month, we both left our lives behind and moved into a hotel together. Started from the fucking bottom, you know? But we at least need to be planning for it. If we're just kind of hanging in the limbo with this, whatever this blockage is, whether it's a distance, work schedules, and we're just kind of lingering in the limbo with a big cosmic question mark dangling in the ether of eternity, that can lead to frustration. If we're just not knowing where this is going, what's the next step going to be? We're both just kind of waiting and nobody's doing nothing. What's going to happen? Where's this going? That could lead to destruction. And I'm seeing in the first month or so, you getting kind of impatient, waiting to see how or when this blockage is going to be overcome. For some of you, it is a distance. For some of you. Well, okay. It could be a Gemini. Let me see who I got here. I got Leo, Cancer, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Gemini. Could be anybody, y'all. Those are just energies. Let's see how it plays out for the first 60 days. What's the outcome for the first 60 days when the next person comes in? Hierophant, again. Hang on, it's not ready yet. Not ready yet. All right, here we go. There it is. Well, now things are still kind of dangling in the limbo. I think you are making the decision to commit to this. You're doing that. But as far as the blockage being overcome or where this is going, I'm not seeing a lot of, like whatever it is, man. Like again, distance. Let's say it's a distance. There's still no plan as to how we're going to come together and close this distance. Or maybe it's work schedules. Well, there's still no plan as to who's going to change their work schedule or get a different job or whatever the case may be so that we can come together. So we're just waiting. There's no plan. But I think you are making the decision to commit to this, though. I think so. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? Advice for Scorpio when the next person comes in. What's the advice? Five of Swords reversed. Five of Pentacles reversed. All these pentacles. Uh-oh, that's what I thought, man. That's what I thought, the Death card. Okay, and the Hangman. Well, I tell you what, don't let it string on like that for too long. Don't let it string on like that for too long. I mean, you can't just say that it's all on you or it's all on them, right? But we should at least be fucking talking about it. We should at least be talking about it. Somebody needs to change their work schedule. Okay, well, let's just throw it in the air and talk about how feasible that is. Somebody needs to move to close the distance. Well, let's start talking about who needs to do that. We should at least start talking and planning when it comes to overcoming. Because I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm going to tell you what. Don't think that there will not be any kind of challenges and obstacles, even when you meet your actual person. But there's a difference between an obstacle and a roadblock, right? There's a difference there. So If it's an obstacle can and will be overcome. A roadblock is going to fight against you every step of the way. So if you start realizing that this is a roadblock and there's no overcoming it, you might want to walk away before it gets ugly. So in the first 60 days, we need to be planning where this connection is going and how we're going to take things to the next level. If ain't nobody talking and planning, you might want to just back away from it, dude. All right. Pisces. Pisces. Quick, general, energetic overview of the next person coming in for Pisces. Woo! 4 of Wands in the upright. That's good. Fool card. Whoa, dude. Wow, this looks good. Uh-oh, Lover's card reversed. Okay. All right. Well, this looks really good, but how am I going to... So this looks really good. This is something that you're going to be able to just jump in head first. You're going to want to. You're probably going to do that anyway. You're just going to jump head first into this. Everything feels right. Everything's lining up perfectly. Everything is divinely guided to bring the two of you together and divinely orchestrated in a way that you cannot fucking deny the universe brought the two of you together. However, there's a communication issue between the two of you. And if that communication issue lingers for too long, it could lead to a weakening of the connection later on down the line. Because it's really easy to get blindfolded by the emotions, and let the fucking universe pull the wool over your eyes because you're so distracted and bamboozled by the feelings and whatnot that we're not taking the time to really articulate our heart and mind and really listen to the other person while they articulate their heart and mind. And before you know it, by the time those feelings start to kind of dampen down, now there's a little bit of confusion because there's some things that I haven't told you or I haven't explained very well. And it's really easy to start making assumptions. Other than that, though, this looks good. This does look good. A lot of potential. I'm just seeing that communication isn't that great in the beginning. Let me see how it plays out for the first 60 days. How's it playing out? First 60 days. Queen of Coins reversed. Oh, what's that? King of Coins upright. 9 of Coins reversed. Man, what's up with all the coins, dude? Oh, shit. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of, man. That's what I was afraid of. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that, man. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful in the beginning. You got to be real careful. So this is telling me, I already told you in the last spread, y'all aren't really communicating all that well because the feelings are so intense. And that's going to lead to something going horribly wrong. And it don't take too long for that to happen. It's going to lead to something going horribly wrong. Damn, dog. 2 of Cups reversed. This might not last a full 60 days. 10 of Swords, 5 of Coins. It might not. Let's get the advice. I don't even know what I would say about What's the advice? Oh, yeah. See, man. When you got a fucking Lover's card connection, let me tell you a little something about that energy right there. The Lover's card indicates the strongest connections that you can feel in human form. That doesn't mean that one connection is better than another. It just means that some of them you feel more intensely than others. And it's really, really, really fucking easy when you end up finding yourself in a connection like this to kind of lose your head a little bit. Really easy. A lot of people lose their heads, you know. Can't really think straight. You're not acting like you would normally act. I would just say keep that in mind, dude. Do the best you can not to let yourself drown in the emotional waters, you know? But at the end of the day, how do you do that? You know, when you're in a situation that's really heavy and real intense, how do you separate yourself from it so you can think clearly? That's the thing that I can't tell you. Can't tell you how to do that. The only thing that I can tell you is make sure you're swimming to the surface and popping your head up above the surface so you can get some air and think clearly with the Queen of Swords. Because there's some kind of miscommunication happening here. You're not really fully translating your heart and soul. They're not really fully translating their heart and soul. So what that means is you're getting just a little bit of the wrong idea of who this person is, and they're getting a little bit of the wrong idea as to who you are. That is a ticking fucking time bomb. Especially with a connection like this, because then when the miscommunication happens, it's going to hurt 10 times worse. You know, you're going to blow something way the fuck out of proportion. It was just a little misunderstanding. You know, you're going to feel 10 times more betrayed when it was just a simple miscommunication, misunderstanding. Does that make sense? I'm going to tell you what, man. Just because you end up in a relationship like this, your divine life partner, a twin flame connection, whatever the case may be, that don't mean that you just gonna kick your feet back and float on clouds for the rest of your life. Oh, there will still be challenges. Oh, there will still be obstacles. Oh, there will still be changes that you have to make. Oh, there will still be changes that they have to make. And just understanding that going into it, you know. We were so brainwashed by the happily ever after as kids that, you know, we kind of got the idea in our mind that one of these days we're going to meet somebody and then the credits are going to roll and it's going to say happily ever after, and then we just kick our feet back and float on a cloud for the rest of our life. No. We're still going to have to work together. You know, there's still going to be ups and downs. There's still going to be hard times. A perfect, successful relationship is not a relationship with no challenges. A successful relationship is determined by our ability to work through those challenges together as a team. And it sounds easy. It's not that easy. It's easy to talk about. It's harder when you're in the middle of it, especially a connection that strong. If the two of you can navigate this path properly in the first 60 days, you could potentially build a life partnership. You could. If not, though, it's going to come crashing down. It's going to come crashing down, boy. And by the way, no, I do not think this is a person that you currently know. I don't think so. I do not think so. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my water sign family needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you catching this on time, tomorrow, March 30th, Sunday, March 30th, we're going to be doing our next round of the live readings here on this channel. $25. Pre-order anytime on my website, tarotwithrich.com. They're read in the order of which they come in every Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.